You can also broadcast it to your audience. Welcome everyone to Beeloud and Bill's virtual demo day for the Global Hackathon hosted in Vancouver, London, and virtual. 3 days, 54 hours, teams have been trying to go from one idea to an MVP to a user, which is pretty impressive. And now it's the time for the top projects to get a chance to pitch, and we decide who the winners are.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here. And I need to mention it's not just an MVP user, but they also had to use new tools and integrate it within their project. So this is pretty impressive. And I don't know how you did it, but you did it and you're here, which means you've been able to accomplish it. So kudos to all of you that are here. I am slowly letting people into the call. I also want to mention for whoever, for the leaderboard that we shared, the leaderboard is based on the first round of judging that our judges, all the investors and experts did it on their own time. It's based on how you've been loud, how you've been creative, how you had technological innovation into your project and the impact of your project, which is the most important thing, which is also one of the most important things. And I want to mention that these numbers and these leaderboards is just a leaderboard. The fact that you accomplished and you created your ideas, it's a huge accomplishment, and by itself it's great because you're just not in the top 10. Don't feel bad. Some of the points can be personal. Some judges like a project, they think it's more impactful than the other one, they think it's more creative than the other one, and don't take it personal. Please keep working on it because there are a lot of good projects here, and I hope we had time to celebrate every single one of them, but we don't. But we will definitely set up calls with all the good projects and try to help you to grow it, give more feedback about how we can change it, so later on we can have a better pitch in front of investors, and in general how we can help you to increase your customers. So just wanted to mention that you all are winners here, honestly, and so happy and so proud that you're here and you've done all the things you did in that past 3 days.
Perfect. Thank you all for joining. So as we're waiting for the other presenters to join and the judges, Bahar will go through the quick overview of the whole deal, the judging, the prizes, the tracks, and stay tuned. You're joining us live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, LinkedIn, Twitter. Those participants and the judges have access to the Zoom link. So we'll set up some specific networking sessions just for you as well, so you can get to know each other a bit more. Take it over, Bahar.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here. This is a live event. So the agenda today is 5 to 10 minutes. We're going to go through a quick presentation about our sponsors, our partners, what we are here, what are we doing. Then hopefully we have all of our judges here, so we can go through introduction and they can introduce themselves. And after that, 5:15, we're going to start the live demos. And the first project is 𝐬𝐸𝐚. Yeah. And then after that, we will have a breakout room. You can all have fun and go talk with every single investor. And during that time, we will be counting down the votes. And right after that, we will announce the winners. And then we have the closing remarks. I hope it's clear enough and we can move on. Again, hello, everyone. Hello to everyone who's joining us on YouTube or LinkedIn and watching this demo. I'm pretty sure this demo will be more interactive than the demo 2 days ago. And I'm so happy that we have you here. We should definitely thank our sponsors for supporting us, for supporting this whole 3-day event. Thank you, ICP, the Layer 1 blockchain. They are making the clouds serverless, autonomous, and decentralized. We should thank our Couchbase, our venture sponsor. They're an award-winning database, a cloud database, and they have a lot of good tools for AI-powered developed applications. We should thank Nexus GPT, a no-code platform for creating AI agents with over 7,000 agent builders. our community sponsors Replit. On Replit, you can literally build the whole front end and back end of your application or software application in matters of minutes, and it's pretty cool to use. And mostly our community sponsors such as Google Developer Group Surrey, Google Developer Group Burnaby, Vancouver, Ottawa, Saskatoon, Sudbury, Lethbridge, Calgary. We were so lucky to have them on board as our partners, and they have introduced an event with all of their participants all around the world. So what is Beeloud? In Beeloud, we kind of turn your ideas into companies. In our studio, we create those companies together. In the accelerator, if you have a startup already, we help you to grow it. If you have a startup with a team, with some sort of attraction, we help you to find your next 10K customer or raise a fund. We host programs, workshops such as this one, such as other workshops around financial part of having a startup, legal part of having a startup, technical part, how to find users, all of those cool things for our community members. Our community members are founders, builders, creators, and investors. So we are on this mission to onboard the next generation of creators and builders and investors into the imagination age. But the question is, what is imagination age? Well, have you ever heard of do you remember the time that email and texting became a thing? Everyone was so excited about texting to one another, and they were excited about Facebook. Well, that was information age, and that's in the past. Right now, we are in the imagination age, which is the age that we have abundance of access to the resources and knowledge due to technologies such as AI, AR, VR, Web3, creator economy, a blockchain, all the other cool technologies that are enabling us to realize any ideas we have in mind. So you cannot make any excuse for creating your next billion-dollar startup. That's literally why we thought, okay, now that it can go from prompt to anything in matters of seconds, why not test this and see if you can build a billion-dollar startup in just 3 days? And that's how we ended up here. So we invited 400 participants from all around the world to come in and accept this challenge to see if they can build a billion-dollar startup in 3 days or not. We had more participants. We unfortunately couldn't accept everyone in because we were interviewing them. We were going through their application. So we were lucky enough to have 400 participants. They were from Vancouver, London, SF, Ottawa, Toronto, Saskatoon, even Nigeria, Tokyo, Singapore, all around the world, Dubai, Texas. And at the end, we had 44 teams submitted their ideas, formed their teams. And out of these 44 teams, 24 of them made it to the end and been able to submit projects.
Sorry, just I want to add something that Bahar is mentioning. Out of all of those people, at the end, we had 24 submissions. 24 people made it through, which it was not an easy challenge. So congratulations to all of you who made it through. Already you are more than 50% of the way there. So I just want you to remember that not everyone is willing to put in the time, the energy, and the work that you are doing to reach your goal of launching that startup that's gonna go from one idea to an MVP to a user. So congratulations to all of you.
A lot of people that I know, a lot of teams, they were doing great things, but because it was so hectic to finish everything by the deadline, they kind of gave up. So, but you didn't, and that's itself is honestly a huge accomplishment. And you're by far like more ahead of way more than 60% of people who applied. So congrats. So we have 8 tracks for prizes. The first track is the loudest tracks, which goes to the project that has overall excellence. They have the most user, they've been the loudest, they created the most content, they've been creative in regards to their solution, and their solution is impactful to the society, to the world. We have another most innovative project. That this award goes to the project that has been thinking out of the box, and they've been creating a solution that never existed before. We also have the most impactful project that goes to a team that they've been creating and working on a solution with highest impact to the society, both on a societal aspect, both on environmental aspect, in aspect, something that solves a very important problem that affects all the humanity. And then, of course, we have our sponsored tracks. The best use of ICP, the second best use of ICP, best use of Couchbase, best use of NexusGPT, and Replit. Let me tell you about the prizes and the values a little bit more. So for those first 3 tracks, all the winners will be accepted to our cohort, which will happen soon, I hope so, beginning of June. It will be our cohort, our accelerator cohort is very similar to the hackathon, but instead of 3 days, it's going to be 4 weeks. And every single week, we will do workshops, and we will have one-on-one sessions with me and Poria and with other 40 mentors. So you can choose whoever you feel comfortable with, whoever is more relatable to you, and whoever can help you the most. So all of these 3 projects will be accepted directly to the cohort, to our next cohort. The best users ICP, they will receive 2K worth of ICP token that will be given to them by ICP themselves. The second best use of ICP, they will receive 1K worth of ICP token. Again, they will receive it through ICP. Best use of Couchbase, they will receive 1K cash from us. You just have to fill out a form, and then we will e-transfer it to you, even maybe during this live if you fill it out fast. The best use of NexusGPT will receive 2K credit for Nexus, and Replit will receive all of the members of that team will receive a 1-year free subscription to Replit. That was a mouthful. Okay. This is the time. We're gonna start our demos, and I want to see if we are ready. Priya, are we ready to start demos?
Yes. Just before we start, thank you so much for joining us, Caroline, Harshal. Great to see you here. Javi. If it's okay, we can ask Mook. Great to see you. Perfect. We'll ask Javi and Mook to share a few words about ICP and Couchbase, to give some time to the 𝐬𝐸 team to prepare. Also, in the chat in the Zoom, please put in the name of your team, the members who are pitching, and the tech stack that you are going through. So the judges will have a record of it as you're going through the judging as well. You can start one by one putting it in there. I'll pass it on to you, Javi. Please tell us a little bit more about ICP and the awesome values you're offering.
Cool. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. And is there what is that a baby next to you?
Yeah, it's someone here.
Oh, nice. Hello.
Hi. So cute.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, guys. Yeah, thank you so much for being part of this amazing hackathon organized by Beeloud. Yeah, it was really fun to see everyone in the kickoff on Friday, and then in the UBC space in Robson Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, basically ICP Internet Computer Protocol is a layer 1, similar to, you can say, Amazon Web Services or Google Cloud, but we are trying to build an extension of internet, totally decentralized. Then you can build front end, back end, totally on chain. Then we have, apart from the technology that is taken care by Dfinity. Dfinity is a major contributor to the Internet Computer blockchain. It's based in Zurich. We have 250 R&D members, cryptographers, data scientists, engineers working so hard in this protocol. Also, we have 25 ICP hubs across the globe in different locations, in different regions. We cover Asia Alliance, America Alliance, Africa Alliance, Europe Alliance. And basically here in the ICP Hub Canada and the US, we are working so hard to be mainstream, not only ICP, also blockchain in general. We have different courses, boot camps, We just run a bootcamp in Motoko, that is our native programming language, next week. Also, we have our incubator program, and today we will announce, apart from the winners, which projects can be part of this incubator. We help them through the process to build on the internet computer, tokenomics, launch the DAO on ICP, all the legal aspects, in general, everything related with how like to build a project on the internet computer protocol. And yeah, basically, I don't want to extend me more. I know we have a lot of people to show their projects today, but yeah, just like thank you everyone for your time, also for your interest to make this happen. And yeah, looking forward to see the winners and like listen the pitch of everyone. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Hobby. We're kind of like 2 minutes late to start the demos, but do we have Mook here to?
Yes, Mook is here.
Awesome.
Hey there, how you all doing? Many of you met me over the weekend. It was incredible and exciting to just see all of the activity and the energy that went into everybody's ideas. It is unfortunate that there's only going to be one Couchbase winner, but I look forward to seeing all of these pitches and working with you into the future. As those that may not have known, Couchbase is an in-memory distributed database. We were the sponsor of the technical track, so any companies that chose to build their solution using Couchbase and our multi-model database, NoSQL database, were entered into the running for it. So I look forward to seeing the pitches and look forward to staying in contact with the rest of the organization going forward.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mook. It was great having you. I hope to see you again in Vancouver for another event. Awesome. And Antanas and the team, are you ready to start your demo?
Yes, we are.
Awesome, that's great. Feel free to share your screen and go ahead. The stage is yours. You have 3 minutes to pitch and then 2-3 minutes for the questions.
Okay, thank you. Hello, my name is Antanas and I'm the CEO of 𝐾𝐈-𝐚𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐿. I'd like to tell you about the product we built, but before I'd like to tell about the problem. So in the United States, there's over 15 million custodial parents. Half of them receive child support and half of them don't. On average, child support is a $400 payment per month. And those that don't receive it because they don't know about it, don't know how to calculate it, or they don't want to deal with courts. And this is where 𝐾𝐈-𝐚𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬 fair, mutual agreement without court involvement, and manage payments. Now, I'd like to ask Anthony, our product designer, to demonstrate what we built.
Thanks, Antanas. So taking it over for here, I'm going to demonstrate a high-level overview of what 𝐘𝐈 is setting out to achieve. So Beth is a co-parent looking to collect child support payments for her children. She lands on the 𝐘𝐈 landing page and decides to start a claim. She adds her information and decides to create an account. On the dashboard, she decides to file a new claim, where she answers a series of questions to determine her contribution, which includes the location of the child support case, where it's at, her personal information and contact information, the personal information of her co-parent, how many children she'll be claiming along with their information, as well as how much physical time she spends with her children, as well as her monthly net income and her monthly deductions. From here, she can review all of her information, and once she's happy with everything, she can complete her part and send a message to the children's co-parent if she likes to. Now the co-parent is notified from their end, and she can see that on the dashboard, it's updated to show that a response is pending and awaiting the co-parent's action. So from John's end, he receives an email and decides to review the claim details and adds his answers as well. Once he's happy with everything, he can see his contribution and he can see his contributions along with Beth's contribution, as well as the difference that he would have to pay. Going to the claim summary, he sees that the card has been updated, informing him to add his payment details. He adds his payment details, and once everything is processed, Beth is now receiving child support payments from John. So this pretty much demonstrates what 𝐘𝐈 is setting out to achieve, but you can actually visit the live site right now at 𝐘𝐈-𝐚𝐬𝐬𝐢𝐬𝐿.com and even create an account. We hope to see you guys there. Back to you, Antanas.
Thank you. If you may, please stop screen sharing. In addition of building the product, we also tested it. We tested it with users. We talked with lawyers about compliance situation, and we worked with mentors to learn what was the best business, product, and technical decisions. This is why we selected Couchbase as our database. However, the most important, I think, is numbers and achievements so far. We have 1 registered users, over 100 website visits, 700 impressions on Google search, and available first buyer spots still.
Sorry, Antanas. You're right on time. We have time for the judges. We'll be sharing the deck with them as well, so they can go through it. I'll leave the room open. Judges, feel free to unmute your mics and ask any questions. We got 1 minute and 45 seconds to go.
I'll go first. So you said that you've used Couchbase. Are you using, what features of Couchbase are you using?
I'd like our developers, Tava, or maybe you could take this question.
Yeah, I'll take it over. So we use Couchbase to store all the users, and our plan was to also implement the claims. So you store all the claims, and then you connect the claims with each of the co-parents. But we ran into some technical difficulties, so we only have the users storing right now.
Got it. Okay, perfect. And then can you also include the link to your GitHub, please? Can everybody include the links to their GitHub?
For sure.
Thanks.
We got time for one more question.
Okay, yeah, I can go. Sorry, I'm being late a little bit
Yeah,
earlier.
no
I'm
worries.
Henry.
Go for it, Henry.
Yeah, so and I'm gonna ask. So on the last page, you says you're gonna reach ARR 1 million with 300 users. So may I know your pricing strategy, please?
So we want to facilitate child support payments transactions. We're thinking of a payment provider to do that. We're thinking about Stripe, and we're thinking of taking a commission each month from a transaction from a user. We're thinking about 5% commission. So each user that's transfers around $400 a month would be charged 5%, and the receiver would be paying it. So this would be the bulk of the income for the platform. And we also see that there
Gotcha.
will be cases where we have people declining to settle, and we would be passing them to lawyers for hopefully a commission fee. So twofold income stream.
Thank you, Antanas. And that's time. Judges, please don't forget to put in your votes for the project called 𝐾𝐈-𝐚𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐻. And now we can move on to the next pitches. I believe it is... what is
It is
the next
PeakMind.
pitch, Bahar?
PeakMind.
Yes, PeakMind. Thank you for the help. Okay,
No
PeakMind team, are you all set?
Yes, we are. I think we are all ready to go.
That's great. Go ahead.
Your 2 minutes starts now.
All right. So we're PeakMind. I'm the CFO, Trevor Davis-Tressner. And alarming statistics show us from Harvard and the National Institute of Mental Health that over 60% of Gen Z students grapple with severe anxiety. Yet this widespread issue is often trivialized as just stress until it spirals into much more severe conditions. Why do we ignore the signs until it's too late?
Introducing PeakMind. Hi, I'm Rahul Rao. I'm the CEO of PeakMind. Hey, Mikey, do you think you could share your screen for me? Thanks. So introducing PeakMind, an AI-driven wellness platform designed to proactively address those mental health challenges before they become more chronic conditions. So we include a self-care suite, an AI coach chatbot, a mental health game, communities, all utilizing AI to personalize to you. We'll only be demoing a few features in the interest of time, but our AI chatbot uses the OpenAI GPT models 3.5 and 4, sentiment analysis using transformers, Hugging Face, NLTK, and other libraries, contextualization based on keyword tracking, RAG, and inbuilt memory so the AI remembers each user consistently. And this is all built on top of a Flask Express server on top of a GCP server instance. And this framework has allowed us to really scale our AI chatbot, and it's meant to represent almost a wellness coach or guide that can help you in times of need or refer you to the right resources.
After doing over hundreds of interviews, we found that the main pain points in our target demographic revolve around needing immediate resources during times of need. as well as keeping their personal information and app data separate and secure.
So 𝐸𝐸Mind deals with a great deal of sensitive patient information related to their mental health. We understand the importance of ensuring the complete privacy of our users, protecting them from data leaks that can compromise their private information. To solve this, we've created an authentication microservice using the Internet Computer Protocol.
22 team में से
Internet Computer
Raj, keep
Protocol.
talking. That's someone else.
This
Keep going.
microservice will allow users to register and log into our app while holding basic information such as email and username, as well as holding a unique identifier that can be used as a key to hold information in other databases. This makes our patients' data secured in the blockchain.
और वो 2 मिनट के अंदर भी ना हुआ था वो चेक कर रहा था
So one specific use case of our ICP blockchain solution is that when interacting with other users within our communities hub, your personal information is 100% secure, and the only public-facing information is your username and bio. At 𝐸𝐸Mind, we hope to foster a safe and comfortable community space where people with similar interests and struggles can connect, while protecting everybody's privacy. Let's make mental health accessible and approachable together. Thank you so much.
Yes. Sorry, just a quick note, Bahar. Can you please mute
Yeah,
Sarang?
I'm trying to
Yes.
find him. I think you can do it.
He's hiding somewhere over there. Apologies for Sarang leaving his mic on.
Oh yeah, I think you can do it.
Sure.
Can you do it? Thank you.
वो भी बोल रहा था और क्या कहते हैं जो इसका जिसका हम लोग टारगेट
Okay, perfect. It's clear now. Sounds good. So I will bring back the team to follow up with the questions. 𝐸𝐸Mind. Bahar, you're on mute.
Okay, I think they cannot unmute themselves. If
Yes.
you should unmute them.
For
I
sure.
won't-
Javi, I'm gonna ask you to unmute because I'd like you to ask a follow-up question from Trevor and your team.
Be sure they are unmuted, or if you can do it on your end.
Sure.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Where we can unmute now.
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
You should
Thank you.
receive a request, Rahul. Yes, everyone gets a request, and I will unmute you one by one just to be sure Sarang's voice wouldn't come in over. Yes, please go ahead, Javi.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Great. No, I just I have a question here. It's how what's the difficulties to build on the internet computer and the most challenge thing in the dev perspective.
Yeah, definitely. I think Raj, if you want to talk a little bit about the ICP, could you unmute Raj? But in terms of the difficulty of building, definitely the two main components that were very hard to build were the AI related contents and then also the ICP. So building out the AI required a lot of, it was a lot of prompt engineering too. But on top of that, testing with different frameworks, models, see how they work together, especially when you're talking about sentiment or emotion, right? So it's very important to be able to kind of think about, hey, what is the best way for me to analyze someone's emotion and basically be able to prompt them with a response in the chatbot or in the personalized plan, trying to make certain ideas or decisions for them and having that to be customizable too, which is a very kind of hard feedback loop to kind of build out. But Raj, if you could talk about the ICP.
Yeah, as for the ICP, one of the, I think, hardest things that we're going to face in the future is the fact that I think it's like a speed and optimization sort of issue. Currently, like when we do make the request to this microservice, it does take longer than we wanted to. So one of the things that we can do to improve upon that is just using more optimized code and making sure that the complexity of our code is as low as possible. But we also want to make sure that we have enough security features in place that the information of our users is stored decentralized, but also secure in the event of an actual like data leak or something like that.
Gotcha. Thank you so much for your question, Hobby. Please, judges, Herschel, Henry, Hobby, Mook, please don't forget to enter your votes. Caroline, sorry,
I'm
I don't see you
Caroline.
here, but
Yeah.
I know you're there. Please don't forget to put your votes on tally. Thank you so much for pitching. Who's up next?
Just give me a second.
I believe it is Carolink.
Yeah,
If you
it's
are
Caroline.
ready, please take it over.
Sure.
Your 2 minutes starts
Now.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, go for it.
Yes.
All right, so my name is Minraj, and I'm part of the Caroling team. There's 3 members of our team, myself, 𝐜𝐿𝐴𝐚, and Ali Raza. So Carolink is focused on kind of bridging the communication gap and improving the communication between dementia patients and caregivers. So personally have communication between dementia patients with them can be quite difficult. Actually, my grandmother suffered from dementia for the last 10 years of her life. And, whenever she would get, really confused and, really distressed, it was kind of hard to kind of speak to her to kind of help her understand and kind of get through to her. But what we found is that sometimes when you would say something in the voice tone of, say, a loved one, like her son or a particular grandchild, it would kind of help calm her down. And so that's what Carolink really does. We're using AI to kind of mimic the voice of, say, a family member to give instruction, like, how are you? Are you hungry or thirsty? And do you feel any pain? It's just to help the patient, calm down and help them understand the instruction that much better. Go through and do a quick demo of what we have here. You can see, so this is our landing page. And just log in here. So you log in, and then it's a 2-step procedure. So basically you can add or clone your voice, so you can record the voice or you can upload a file. And then you'd go to text-to-speech to basically say whatever you want to say. So we'll go ahead, we'll add a voice. Test 2, so we'll just record an audio. This is a test, this is a test, this is a test. I believe I have to, okay. So we'll just see the test 2 here, text to speech. And so then we'll just ask, how are you feeling today? And then test 2.
Okay,
How are you
about
feeling today?
Okay, perfect. Sounds good. We're feeling good. Thank you so much, judges. Please feel free to unmute yourselves, and we got 2 minutes. Go for it.
Hi, this is Harshal here from Plug and Play. This is an interesting project. I just want to know what kind of privacy aspects have you looked into when you're planning to commercialize it?
That's probably, so in terms of privacy, we're not really going to be storing any patient data. Really, it's more, personalized kind of care data, like narratives, voices, and it's not really going to, the idea is to have kind of a personalized care plan for each patient. But we're not going to be, for now, we're not going to be storing any privacy data. Maybe I can get one of my 𝐜𝐿𝐴𝐚 or Ali to maybe speak to in the future if we do decide to kind of take more information, how we would do that.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, so the user experience here, I would like to add, right now we have more than 7, it's in total 14 users that have been signed up according to our recent update on the database side. So that might have to correct you. Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, I think that answers my question. Yeah.
Thank you for the question.
Thank you. Any other questions? One more question. If Henry, Caroline, Mook, Javier.
So the initial MVP is to show that you can communicate to the dementia patients in a common or in a familiar voice. Are you looking to go beyond it being a voice translator?
Well, yeah, it's I mean, the idea would be to be able to use familiar voices and then really kind of have personalized care for dementia patients. Dementia is different for every single patient, and what could trigger one may not trigger somebody else. So maybe for one particular patient, it's the voice of of their son, but for another patient, it could be maybe just a narrative or a story that, for example, there was one dementia patient from a user that would get up and run at 5 o'clock in the morning, and they just thought their kids were coming home from school. So adding those narratives into the app and having those personalized things that provide information to the caregivers is kind of the direction that we would like to take this.
Thank you, Manraj. Thank you, Mook, for your question. Judges, please don't forget to insert your votes in the form, the tally form. And thank you so much for CareLink. Next up, we got Spy, the spiciest team coming over from London. Are you all ready?
Yes, just give me a second to share my file.
It's great to see you in person.
I'll give you 10 seconds.
Great to see you. Great to see you guys as well.
Are we all set?
Just a second. I can't get my head on. Oh, God, yeah.
Please put in the name of your project, the GitHub link, so Mook and the other judges can verify them, and also the tech stack. After Spicy Spy, we got Mergin AI, who's going to go up. Okay, we're all set. 2 minutes. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. Can everybody see my screen? Yeah. So
yes,
I'm yeah. Thank you. My name is Lorenzo. I am the CEO of Blockchain Advisors, a company situated in Birmingham, West Midlands, UK. We've been in London for the hackathon at the Future House, marvelous space, and thank you guys for all the good things that you do and for hosting us, for letting us to be in this hackathon. So basically, I'm gonna start with the dilemma. I'm not a cook, but in rare occasions when I'm prompted to do this, I just can't find the necessary ingredients at home. So hence the dilemma. What should I cook? In preparation for this hackathon, we had a couple of good ideas, but this is the best that we could come up with. So why not make it up to snap the existing pantry around the kitchen and ask an ontology, what can it be done with them? So let me introduce you to Spy, our innovative AI-driven app designed to simplify your cooking experience. But how this app can help me? So I can decide under 3 minutes that to cook, I can cook to cook with what I've got around my kitchen. I'll make use of the ingredients already in the hand, and I can store my favorite dishes easy and at hand. So our primary target audience is busy individuals, basically, the ones that come back from work tired and disoriented and hungry. And of course, I'm one of them. So how does this work then? Snap, it is very simple. Snap the available ingredients, send the request to Spy AI service, receive suggestion, and select the winning one. Basically, I'm gonna play a short video demonstration for you guys now. If that starts, it would be good, but I'm not quite sure it can actually start. Let me try to start it manually. Okay, short. Share screen, basic screen. Okay. So I'm not going to get you through all of this. So it takes photo. And send it to AI. And then it receives the select the suggested receipts basically. And the suggested receipts are with the ingredients that the photo had them in basically, which is that from there. Okay. Good. Let me check if I've got time for the other slides. I think I have. All right. So we used Flutterflow for this. Python Flask,
sorry.
Microsoft and GPT. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
we're at time. Thank you so much. Judges,
right.
feel free to unmute your mic, and the stage is yours.
Ollie, how is this different than DishGen, which is a similar take a photo, get a recipe?
I didn't know about this gen. We had searched the competitors. We've found Supercook. We found food.com and other big recipe databases. They don't have an app that actually snaps the ingredients and suggests recipes. They have, on the other hand, they have the you can select the ingredients and they can suggest you a recipe based on those ingredients, but they don't have an app that actually snaps the ingredients and processes the images and gives a list of ingredients with which you can actually build a recipe. But I'm more than happy for you to share that link with me to see what that is and how can we actually put it in a competitor list.
Yeah, I love the idea because this is normally, you have a recipe and you try to find the ingredients, and normally you don't have the ingredients to do the recipe. But here it's like, okay, I have this bunch of things in my fridge, like what I can do with that, right? This is really cool. What is the next steps for this project? What is like once you have this POC, what is the next steps to build this platform and be mainstream and have more users?
Well, probably the next step is to actually join bands with some companies, like collaboration with some other companies who would provide us with a full big database of recipes, basically indexed and easy to actually get the recipe links. Because a problem that we actually had with is that GPT-4, whatever we are using at the back end, it's generating links, but it's hallucinating, basically. It's not generating real links. It's not getting real links of recipe. It's actually generating imaginary links. So we cannot actually have links to real recipes to actually give to the user.
Thank you so much for your pitch, Javi and Mook, for your questions. Please, judges, don't forget to add in your vote in the form for the project Spice by Henry, Mook, Tim, Caroline, Harshal. Take your time to do that. Next up, we got Mergin.
Awesome. I'll give it judges like 10 seconds and then I will go ahead and share my screen.
Thank you, Avi.
Of course. Awesome. Let's get into it. Hi, judges. We are Mergin AI, and we're super excited to be here today. We are the partners our users need to make to better understand how to look at their own data and make the changes that they crave. According to a survey conducted by the Consumer Technology Association, 40% of US adults owned a wearable device in 2020 compared to 21% in 2015. Additionally, according to research done by businessresearchinsights.com, the globalized personal financial management tool market size, it was $2.1 billion in 2021 and is projected to get to around $8 billion by 2032. This is all to say that users are hungry to understand their data. They're looking at their health data, they're looking at their financial data, and they want to understand their physical data. Where am I spending my time? Is it with my kids? Is it with my partner? Is it at work? Am I sleeping? People want to understand this data. That's where we come in. We are looking to harness a digital twin for our users. Basically, what we're trying to do is put all the data that is distributed across multiple different companies, from Apple and Whoop to bank companies and Google, to put them under one roof and pair it with a conversational AI. For me, I know it's really difficult to ask the right question. And the best questions I've ever asked were with my friends or family or in therapy or journaling when I'm having a conversation with someone else. And so that's what we want to enable for our users. The team is Liam, myself, Ikra, and Prabha. We believe we are really fit to be solving this problem. And in terms of our roadmap, we know that we're early in this process. We see a 2 to 3 year timeline, and we believe right now our goal is to refine our scope, get in front of users, get feedback. Once we understand our core users, we want to continue to deliver value. We want to be the app that people check when they first wake up in the day, and the last app that they check before going to bed. And after that, we want to aggressively scale. And so I'm going to flash 2 little things from in front of the judges as well. First, this is our stats on how loud we were being. I did 4 posts. Myself, Liam, our other team member, Nikra, did posts as well. So I'm missing their data, but something around 6,000, I believe, is the amount of impressions we got. And I will use the remaining time for a quick demo. And yeah, so this is on 2 time going through our demo. As you can see, we only had 1 engineer on the team, so we prioritized integrating data and making sure that this was useful for our users. At the end here, it's going to start to show what happens when we put it through our conversational AI. So, and I see that I have about 5 seconds left, so we'll just wrap up with that. Awesome.
Thank you for your quick pitch and presentation. Judges, the room is yours. You got 2 minutes.
Don't all jump at once.
You talked about how you want the
So it's primary. Oh, go ahead, Carolyn.
Okay, you talked about how you want your user to use your platform at least twice a day. What are some additional touch points to enhance their experience to make sure they're using your app frequently?
Absolutely. I think for each user, it's going to be different. We know that we want them to be using the app often. We want them to be contributing and sharing their data. We want to be pinging them with texts or notifications and emails, such as, hey, here's how much you spent in the last week, or hey, you spent X amount of time here. We also want to make it highly customizable, but that's a ways away. So good question, but just through notification and email is how we want to get in front of them. Hope that answered your question in full, Caroline. Awesome. Mook, did you have a question?
I did, but I'll do it over Zoom. It's more of I'm trying to find your code examples where you're making your vectorization calls, which are more a technical deep dive. So
sure.
let's just take it over Zoom text.
Yeah, happy to do so. Any last questions?
You got 40 more seconds.
Really try to put together what we would do with the finances as well. What is our timeline here? Happy to go more into the tech. Mook, Liam, our developers on the call. Liam, do you want to just take if there's other questions? Just answer that vectorization question. Or I see that he pinged.
Liam's phone. Got it.
Yeah. He's on his commute home from Delaware to New York.
Oh yeah, no worries, no worries. I'll just leave it as I'll just leave it over text so we can be a little more detailed.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
Happy to.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your pitch, Avi, Mook, for your question, and Caroline. Please put in your vote for this project. And moving on, these were the projects who were in the top 10. And they did not get a chance to pitch in the beginning round. Now we have 5 more projects who did get a chance to pitch, but just to save time and do a refresher for the judges who weren't with us in the first round, Bahar will play their 60-second short video, and then we'll invite the team for a 2-minute Q&A. Bahar, are you ready?
Just give me a second.
Sure.
Yes, I should be ready.
And this is a good time. Please don't forget to put in your votes.
Stop omitting your health from your calendar. Hi, Mobina. I analyzed your lab report.
Hello, this is Alice, an AI assistant from Mergin AI. How can I help you?
Hello, I was wondering whether you have checked my lab report.
Perfect. Thank you so much. The Met AI team, fabulous presentation and the white lab coats. If you're available, unmute your mics and the judges. The stage is yours. You got 2 minutes.
Sure.
Yeah, my question is here, like, how does your project leverage the tools of ICT, internet computer and decentralization AI, or exactly specific image that you did in your project? Yeah, the image classification.
Excuse me, Javi. Hi there. Can you repeat, please, your question?
Yeah, basically, it's like my question is, how does your project leverage the internet computer features, specifically for AI, the part of the image classification that you did on ICP, and what it was the challenges to do that?
Yeah. I can answer this question. So basically, in this application, we want to use the background, the medical background of the patients to give them some recommendation of the foods that they are going to take. Is it good for their conditions or bad for their conditions based on their historical data? So we plan to use the image classification as a part of this pipeline that you were presenting on a internet computing platform. We were about to using decentralized AI because of the security that we were needing with the medical information of the patients. And yeah, basically, the patient can take an image of the food that they are going to take and feed it to the network that is going to train on the ICP platform. And after the results would be passed to another network for the different segmentations to understand what kind of different categories of foods are there in the image. And finally, we compare the ingredients with the historical data that we have in our database and give the final result to patients if it's good to take the foods or not. Yeah, this was the whole idea, but because of lack of time in this hackathon, we will not be able to implement the decentralized database.
Okay, thank you. And how it was for you? It was difficult to find the repositories and the information in the links that we send you?
Yeah, it was pretty good. At first, it was a bit challenging to set up the environment, set up different wallets, connecting these our blockchain to the ICE blockchain. But finally, we went through. At the end, we had some errors remaining, but our main challenge was about like setting up the blockchain.
Gotcha. Thank you so much, Javi and Amin. Thank you for the presentation. Med AI. Some of the judges were there in person in Vancouver with us. If you voted, you do not have to vote, and all the votes are being recorded here. If Henry and Herschel, you haven't voted for Med AI this round, please do it on the form. Bahar, what's the next project?
Oh, hello, friend. I'm Mr. Sebastian. What is your name? Hey, Sebastian. My name is Danny. I'm 5 years old. Woof, woof. Hi, Danny. Oh, boy. I'm so excited to meet you. You're 5 years old? That's a big boy. Do you like playing games and having fun? Yes, I do. Yay! I'm so happy to hear that. And you know what? I have a super fun game for you. It's like a treasure hunt. Are you ready to find some treasure? Yes, I am. Woof woof. Let's get started then. I have a special picture for you to look at. Can you click on the apple on the screen? I did. Yay! You did it, Dan. Now, can you count how many apples you see on the screen? Take your time and count them carefully. I see 2 apples. Oh, that's a great try, Daddy. Look, let me ask you again. Look really closely at the screen. Do you see 2 apples? Or maybe, just maybe, you see more? Okay, I see 5 apples. Whoa, Daddy, you're absolutely right. There are 5 apples on the screen. I'm so proud of you. You must be a super smart. Can you teach me some math? Oh boy, Daddy, math can be so much fun. Let's play a game. Imagine we have 3 toy cars, and I give you 2 more. How many toy cars do you have now? 3.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sebastian. The team is here. Judges, feel free to unmute your mics, and you got 2 minutes to ask questions from Mr. Sebastian.
I just wanted to know the use cases for Mr. Sebastian.
So the use cases for it would be like what we find is edutainment. So it's like education plus entertainment for kids. Like when I was young, I used to play with like something like Talking Tom. So this is like a very advanced version of that. A Talking Tom that can basically respond to whatever you're saying. And we will like right now, because of time, we didn't have a database, but we will be planning to, connect it with the database so it remembers the users, and also make different characters with different knowledge bases. So one can teach them science, one can teach them maths, and then connect it with like something like Midjourney or like DALL-E. So kids can also ask it, hey, can you generate me an image of this, and something like that. So our main motto is to make it more entertainment like for kids.
Okay, amazing.
I have a question. Did you have any users for your products, or have you got any?
Yeah, like after we did the demo, right, we got a very good response, like so good that all my 11 labs credits were used, and they didn't even realize the bot started. Like, so till now we had like 200 plus minutes of people talking with it, and I think like 30 plus unique users, like all like sharing the website and everything like that. Yeah.
Awesome, thanks.
And we also have like some like kids, like my aunt, she has a kid and she said she wants to talk with it, again and again.
It's good.
One more question. Okay, if there are no more questions, we can move on. Thank you, Mr. Sebastian.
Thank you.
Judges, please do. Thank you. Thank you so much. Please do not forget to enter your votes in the form. And next up, we got the project H241.
We met 3 days ago and have been making a marketplace where AI agents can employ humans for money. We call it H241, solving the problem of complex tasks which currently AI cannot solve on their own, and providing jobs to a desperate marketplace. Here's the first iteration of our design. Already, over 70 people have signed up via this page, which they have been funneled to through our Twitter, LinkedIn, and social media posts. We've created an interface where our users can view their current jobs, AI agents, and most importantly, submit evidence for their completed jobs and get paid.
So, would you like to be paid by an AI?
Absolutely.
Would you like to be paid by an AI? For what?
Here's the jobs coming through and being accepted in seconds. Sign up to our live site and be one of the first people to get paid by AI.
Perfect. Thank you so much, H241. Judges, the room is yours. You got 2 minutes.
So no questions. Okay.
I have no questions. I think I asked them earlier.
My question is, how many users were you able to find?
We currently have 88 is signed up users that
How
are.
did you find those users?
So we basically shared through our social media accounts, Twitter and Instagram and LinkedIn. So they reached out to couple hundreds users and interactions, and through them we have collected like 88 users right now.
Have you had a human complete an AI task that you have on the platform?
So not currently, because we according to our strategy, we need AI agents. So we are going to introduce our server to the AI agent developers. So
sorry, what do you think are the social implications of H241?
Social implications, as in like bringing with the recent layoffs of the companies because of these AI boom, we have there are many employees that lose their jobs. So in the social aspect, it will create a new opportunities for people to create a new domain for earning some money. So it is kind of a freelancing, but the employer would be an AI agent.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your pitch, H241. Amazing. The judges, please do not forget to enter your votes in the form so we could decide the winner at the end. Safe Space. Bahar, are we ready to showcase Safe Space's video? 𝐬𝐭𝐲 team.
Yes, just give me a second.
Hello. Hey, how are you? I wanted to chat about, the deadlines that are upcoming. Is this a good time?
Hey there. I'm hanging in there, just a bit frustrated with the current state of the project. But I'm always open to discussing any concerns or updates. So, what's on your mind?
So I was thinking, I think we're always having scope creep. Like, is this something you also noticed, or am I stepping out of line here?
Scope creep. You noticed it too, huh? No, you're not stepping out of line at all. In fact, it's been a constant source of frustration for me as well. It seems like we just can't seem to keep a tight leash on the project boundaries and expectations.
Perfect. Great job, 𝐬𝐭𝐲 and his team. Is anyone from Safe Space in the room? Going once, going twice.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay. We can move on. Judges, do you have any questions regarding the project that we could follow up with? Mook, Henry, Javi, Tim?
I have no question.
Okay. Perfect. Next up, Bahar, we got Pokemon app.
Yes.
Have you ever wanted to be a Pokemon? I have, and that's why we built Pokemon. Pokemon emerged since we were all students, somewhere either at school or university, and we're passionate about making EdTech more fun. We noticed 3 key issues that we could use to solve with our app. The first one being untapped potential. So many people are talented and skilled but are not sharing knowledge through live sessions or tutoring. Second one being, although there are platforms out there for tutoring, students' needs for tutoring are still unfulfilled due to insufficient reach. And finally, according to Oxford Learning, their university and tutoring is becoming increasingly more boring. So, what do? We are Pokemon. We make it fun and inspiring for anyone to share knowledge and learn through live sessions. We achieve this through gamification features such as on-demand AI-generated sensei profile pictures, sensei levels with related privileges, learner badges, and card fights. In 3 days, we already made a user analysis. That you'll be one of our first users.
Sure, yeah, I'm down. Let's do it.
Wow.
Such great website. Found 10 plus users and had feedback. We've created a TikTok account for more visibility.
As in here, and I'm working.
We've made a super cool prototype, created an MVP website, and finally connected Stripe API payments.
And that's why we created Pokemon. Join now to become a Pokemon.
Perfect. Thank you, Pokemon, for your presentation. Is anyone here from the Pokemon team? I see Aiden. Judges, you got 2 minutes to ask all your questions.
Yeah, it looks pretty fun. Just wondering, how did you guys come up with this idea?
Yeah, of course. So essentially, in first semester, I tried to launch a web app that connected students and tutors for Math 100. And I actually got a decent amount of students interested because Math 100 is a course at UBC that many people don't do well in. But then I realized like it's not only Math 100 people who want to share their skills, it's like pretty much everyone. So obviously we don't want to like expand too much, but the niche would be influencers, people who have extra skills. Like for example, if you had, you're probably in finance, I see Van City in the background, right? So imagine some kid wants to learn more about finance, right? And I don't know, your rate is 80 bucks an hour. Your card would have 80 bucks an hour, and then the person would be able to learn from you.
And how fast do you grow your users right now? How many users on your platform if you launch?
So right now, I'm not gonna lie, it's all front end, but I have lots of people who have signed up to be cards on a Google form, and I've been just mocking them all up on Figma. Also, we've made AI able to take in their information and make a card, so it will be scalable eventually. So about 10 plus users signed up to be cards.
Cool, thanks.
Also, I talked with Move about the decentralized application. We discussed about internet computer, but finally, because you don't have enough time, you finally build in AWS. You have plans in the future to decentralize this application or maybe like build on the blockchain?
Oh yeah, of course. Like NFTs are the king of collectibles, right? So I 100% agree with you.
Awesome, thank you.
All right, any last questions? Okay, thank you so much, Pokemon. Judges, good job. Please put in your votes on the form. And I believe that's all the pitches, Bahar, correct?
Yes, that's all about it.
Okay, perfect. What we're gonna do, we're gonna convene to combine all the votes and make sure all the judges put in their votes for all the projects, tally them, and get back to you with the results. We're gonna split you into breakout rooms. I'm gonna ask the judges, if you can, please spend a few minutes with the participants because they do love to chat with you. Harshal, Henry, Javi, Mook, we're gonna put you in the breakout room. Feel free to interact with them. Mook, I know you're going through the GitHub repo, so I'm gonna bring you back to our breakout room as well. Perfect.
Sounds good.
Okay, eight breakout rooms are going to be assigned automatically. Give us 10, 15, 20 minutes, and then we'll get back to you with the results.
Just a quick question. Is it going to be split by team or is it going to be just randomly or?
It's going to be totally random because we want you to interact with the other teams, right? You have 3 days to interact with your team. This is a chance to go out to the world. I'm opening up the rooms. Feel free to click join, and we'll see you in a bit.
usually that doesn't exist anywhere else. So this award goes to Korea. Do you want to mention the name?
Mr. Sebastian.
Mr. Sebastian.
Amazing demo. The demo was really good, to be honest, because it was just about close to the GPT 4.0 release, and the speed was super fast, and it was a 3D and it was in VR. So I think it was in VR, but great job.
The speed was incredibly fast. You were the only.
Yeah, we were using like Grok with Llama, so it's like the fastest. Yeah.
That's awesome. Congrats. You're also invited to our accelerator and accepted to our accelerator. Would love to help you to grow it as much as we can. The next award is the most impactful award. So we literally came up with same numbers for 2 projects up to third decimals, like 0.0003. And it's crazy that how similar these numbers are. So they're going to be 2 companies and 2 projects. So the most impactful award goes to 𝐬𝐸 and 𝐀𝐈-𝐚𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐿ink. Good job, guys. It was great.
Great job to both of you. You've made amazing progress in 3 days. Well deserved. Great job. Super impactful, and we'll be in touch with the next steps.
Yeah, I would love to help you see how we can grow it, how we can help you to expand your impact more and more.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Manraj. The next award is Best Use of ICP, and it goes to PickMind. You won 2K worth of ICP token.
Yeah, $2,000 USD. It'll be transferred to your account on the NNS, which you will have created. And is Javi in the room? But we'll follow up with the next steps on how you can receive it. And great job.
Great job. The next award is the second best use of ICP. This is also 1K USD in forms of ICP tokens, and this award goes to Med AI.
Great job. Based on the requirements, the Med AI team, because of the technical requirements ICP is set, they'll receive half of the reward right now. The rest will be distributed to them as they hit the milestones to successfully deploy on the mainnet and make sure they've met all the requirements. Great work, Med AI. Something else, Bahar, we should mention H241. You did plan to integrate ICP into your code, but I believe you ran into some issues and you switched to the Web2 alternatives. So great job on the quick decision making, by the way. But secondly, they've invited you to a follow-up interview as well for their incubator to support you on how you can receive the 25K developer grants based on the milestones you've mentioned, and we'll be in touch about the next steps regarding that as well.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Awesome.
Thank you.
The next award is Best Use of Couchbase, which is 1K cash USD that we can e-transfer you right now. We have to fill out a form for sure first, then we can e-transfer to you. This award goes to 𝐬𝐸. Yay!
Great job. You're killing it. A quick update from Mook. He just told me, because he was amazed by the projects all of you submitted. Med AI, Mergin, and 𝐬𝐸 will all get a GCP code to continue their work using GCP resources.
Yeah.
Did you want to add something to that, Mook?
No, I'm going to send it to you and Bahar so that you can distribute it through your own program.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Mook. We'll be in touch regarding next steps on how you can receive your prizes as soon as possible.
Awesome. The next award is the best use of Nexus GPT, and this award goes to Med AI. It's 2K worth of API credits that you can use and continue having Med AI on Nexus GPT.
For 1 whole year, technically, you should be taken care of.
Yes. So we have another award that we didn't plan before, but we noticed that we have one member who is the loudest. She's been the most helpful. She's been the most caring, helping other people with their projects, amplifying their voice, sharing about them on LinkedIn, everywhere. She even opened up her space to other people to come and co-work. And the loudest member is Katie. I know she's not here. I'm not sure if she's here. I hope she can see this, and we will send this to her and we'll thank her because she's been literally the loudest member, and we are so happy that we had her in our community. I think we are done.
We
Yeah,
just all
something.
want to say thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Go ahead, Philippe.
organizing. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
organizing. I know it was very stressful for you guys. We saw how busy you were, but you guys did good.
Appreciate
I'm
you.
pretty
Thank
sure
you.
you guys will only get better.
Thank you so much.
Of
Thank you
course.
so
I
much, Philippe.
agree.
Perfect.
Absolutely wonderful program.
Yeah, I think a
Appreciate
round of applause for Beeloud, guys.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Bhavik. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely agree.
Perfect. You're all the best. Thank you all for coming. In terms of next steps, please do not forget the whole goal of the hackathon. 3 days to go from one idea to an MVP to a user. You've managed to accomplish this much in just 3 days without any sleep, and it's only going to improve from right now. So please do not give up on your project, and we'll be here to support, and we'll do a one-on-one follow-up with each and every one of you. There's also a link to the accelerator. Mook is gonna help out with the GCP resources. We'll send it to you. ICP is gonna be there, and this is it, right? You go through the whole project in one sprint, and then you hit those milestones, and the rest is history. We do want to see where you are in 6 months and do a follow-up interview with you to see if you've hit the $1 billion mark. So don't forget that. Come in with that mindset. Lastly, if you did take any other photos, videos, if you had any memories, any experiences at all, send them to us privately or share about it with your friends so they would also learn more about your project. Some of you had never been in front of a camera and you started posting TikToks. Some of you were never on Twitter and you started tweeting. Some of you had never tried these new tech like Couchbase and ICP and you did it. So congratulations to all of you. Thank you all for coming. This was Beeloud and Build AI 2024, and I was Poria.
And I'm Bahar. I want to say something before going. Sorry. I want to mention that it was really close. The numbers were incredibly close, and we had a lot of fabulous projects. If you didn't win the project, if you weren't in the top 10, don't be disappointed. You did an amazing job, and there are a lot of projects right now in my mind that I would like to award them if we had more awards. And please continue working on your projects. If you are here, if you've been invited to this call, if you've been on the leaderboard that we shared with everyone, this means you are by far ahead from a lot of people. Please continue working on your projects. You did a great job in past 3 days. You accomplished going from idea to MVP to a user. You created a lot of content, and I'm honestly so proud of everyone who's been in this team. Please share any feedback you have with us. Our accelerator will open up soon, but early June. As I mentioned, it's same as the hackathon, but instead of 3 days, it's 4 weeks. Every day we'll have workshops, meetings, office hours with me and Puri, and 45 other mentors with different backgrounds, founders who exited, founders who just raised money, VPs of different companies that they can guide you through this journey. Thank you so much. Please reach out to us, reach out to me and Poria on LinkedIn. Would love to stay in touch with you guys. And we're probably gonna see every one of you by the next 2 weeks to have a call to give you some feedbacks of how you could improve your pitch, your product, all of that things. Thank you so much for being here. And from my end, I have to say goodbye.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you all for coming. You take care.
Bye.
Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great night.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, should we end the live stream?
Thank you for reminding me.
Okay. Well, that was fun. Okay. I feel like, okay, let's Let's go.
Bye-bye.
Okay, we can get some ice cream. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.